nodding, shaking our head, looking meaningfully into the camera.
Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love. Baby, it's just you I'm thinking of.
Okay, before we start this analysis, perhaps we should explain what the way around rule actually is.
Yeah, because it's only a couple of years old. It was
Right.
instated at the same time as the double file restarts.
Yes.
And it's a little confusing.
Well, what used to be very confusing was you'd have the leader in the middle of the pack on a restart because
Right.
you'd have guys that would stay out and they'd be on the tail end of the lead lap. They'd stay out, the pace car would be in front of them, and then the leader would be 2 or 3 cars behind them. So when there were single file restarts or the lap down guys were to the inside and the lead lap guys were to the outside, you'd oftentimes have these guys in front. Now you don't have that because of the double file restarts. They wanted to give the leader in the second place and the rest of the guys a clean track. So they're always behind the pace car on the restart.
And I think everybody pretty much likes the double file restart.
Right. So my question is, can you do away?
Well, we still haven't explained what the wave around rule is.
Well, okay. So if I'm not on the lead lap and I stay out on a caution flag and everybody on the lead lap pits and I stay out, I'm out there behind the pace car. Then these guys come out and they come out behind me on the racetrack.
And so then
So in order for them to be behind the pace car, I have to drive back around the pace car and get back on the lead lap.
Right.
That is the wave around. That's a great strategic move if you're not on the lead lap, especially if you've been in the pits recently, and so you don't need the fresh tires.
It's sort of like a way to get your own lucky dog if you weren't the lucky dog eligible driver.
Exactly. So, and that happened a ton at the 600.
And some people might say it happened too much at the 600.
Well, it felt like a lot of guys getting their lap back. A lot of guys got their lap back that way.
But here's my question.
What's the alternative?
Exactly. What's the alternative with double file restarts? How are you going to get those guys? Are you going to just say, okay, you have to drive past the pace car and go back around to the back of the field, but you don't get your lap back?
You can't do
still
that.
A lap down?
You can't do that because that's penalizing the guys. That's actually penalizing them because at least if they stay out there, they'd be at the tail end of the lead lap if you left them behind the pace car and you didn't wave them around. You can't wave them around and not give them their lap back, right?
To play devil's advocate, they're getting to be back on the lead lap just because. For
well,
no
here's
real
my question.
reason. I guess you could say they've penalized themselves a little bit by not pitting, by not getting tires. Or
ideally, what happens is you've been in the pits recently, or there's another subsequent caution that happens very quickly after you take the wave round, so you don't lose too much time on the racetrack after taking the wave round. That's not always going to be the case. It was the case for many guys in the 600 that they benefited from. They took the wave round, get another caution. Now I come in the pits. Now I get my fresh tires. I'm on the lead lap, and I'm back on sequence. Here's the thing, though. There's a couple ways you can do this. Number one, you can eliminate the double file restart, go back to the old way. That ain't happening.
No,
okay.
I
number
veto
two, you could do what you used to do, which is leave the guys out there and put the leader in the middle of the pack. Now that to me sounds like a formula for disaster because we all know you got to be super aggressive on these restarts now because that's, especially on a downforce track, that's where you have an opportunity to pick up positions.
Right.
Once the thing starts spreading out and the tires wear a little bit, it's really tough to pass. So I just don't think there's a good solution here.
Exactly. I don't love the wave around option. I think it's sort of a give me. It's sort of a.
Here's another question
you haven't
for
really
you.
earned this, but we're going to give it to you anyway because it's the most convenient way
How about
to go
this
about
idea?
This. But I don't know. I don't
what
have a
else
better
to
solution.
do? Right. How about this idea?
Yeah.
With the wave around rule, now that teams have more or less figured it out.
Yeah.
Is the lucky dog something we need anymore? That's my question to you. That's the one that's always troubled me. We're just going to give a guy a lap. We're just going to give it to him. It's not like a strategic move. We're just giving it to you.
The lucky dog was created to keep guys from racing back.
No, it was created in compensation for guys not being able to race back. But I'm saying with the wave around rule available to anyone who decides to stay out there, now you might not always be able to stay out there.
Well,
right?
let's think about how the lucky dog and the wave around are different and see if they actually
wave around
achieve
forces
the same purpose.
The wave around forces you to make a choice, a strategic choice.
Exactly.
I'd rather get back on the lead lap and forego getting into the pits, whereas the lucky dog is just a gift. Here.
Right.
Now, they keep you from topping off your fuel and things like that, but, you know, it's still a gift. And to me, the wave around is just a strategic choice given the set of rules that we have now,
Here's
which
the
is
one
why I
thing-
almost like it better.
And I don't disagree with you. I think eliminating the lucky dog is an interesting solution. But here's the one thing you get with the lucky dog rule you do not get with the wave around rule, and that is a race within a race. How many times have we seen kind of an exciting race for the lucky dog position back in the track? Now, is that a good enough reason to keep it?
No.
I don't know. But it is the
yeah.
one. I'm just trying to think, what do you get with the lucky dog that you may not get with the wave around rule? And that's the one thing I came
That's
up
like
with.
saying me the racing is so great because there's great racing back in the pack. I mean, okay. I mean,
Okay.
I'd rather see good race for it to
Well,
lead.
so we've
you know what I mean?
decided
We've
then,
decided. Why don't you just do away with the lucky dog?
keep
and
the wave around and do away
keep
with
the
the
wave
lucky
around.
dog.
All right, good
All right,
deal.
I'll call O'Donnell.
Please, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.